Good. Recording in progress. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be. Okay. So yesterday we were doing strength work. We were doing pushes and snatches primarily. Today we are going to soften out any issues, concerns that may have come from that. Okay. So starting off, just standing square, just big deep breath in through my nose, out through my mouth. Okay, I'll keep doing that for a second. We're going to try and get the concept of me time done correctly, right? So this, your exercise time, is your time for you. So for the next little while, we're just going to focus on improving your movement. That's the whole thing here. And let everything else slide. Let it all just go away. Big deep breath. Lovely. Okay. So when I went on the me time thing, it might seem selfish if you're the kind of person who takes care of kids and all that sort of thing, right? You're taking care of other people and you're running around after everybody else. Taking time for yourself might seem selfish, and in the very short term view, that's fair enough, right? But if you look at it over a slightly longer scale, you imagine that your battery was, it's only charges to a certain amount. Now imagine you were doing so much you could never fully recharge your battery. That means you never have the capacity to give to other people. So when we exercise, we're being selfish with our time so that we can be more generous with everything else. If I don't have, how can I give, right? If I'm fucking burning myself out and just smashing myself to bits, I got nothing left to give you. However, if I can maintain a decent level of strength, not incredible, but like a reasonable level of strength, a reasonable level of energy, a reasonable, level of mental power and emotional power and physical power, then I have more to give. So we're selfish so that we can be unselfish, right? So that we have more to give. Yeah. So that's the whole thing. I really want to get that through to everybody, that we take this me time so that I have more to give you another time, right? So from here, we're going to check the joints of the body, check their functionality. So I'm looking left to right, and I'm looking up and down. We're looking for a pain-free full range of motion. And I'm going to roll forwards and roll to the sides. So it hurts when I do that. Like, do it less, don't do it that way. Okay. So I'm going to go into my shoulders now. So let's say it hurts when I bring my arm here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my arm here. Okay. So you want to get as close as you can. All right. And then as it starts to loosen, you should be able to get a little bit more range of motion. Now, if it's still sore, say here, well, we're going to stretch exactly that in a few minutes. All right. So what we want to do in our body scan is figure out, well, what needs to happen to my body today. Okay. So if I haven't worked those muscles, well, those muscles need working. But yesterday we worked those muscles pretty well. Okay. So I'm going to open and close. So today those muscles don't need to work the same way. What they need to do is they need to be relaxed properly. And it's that juxtaposition of putting on loads of tension and then removing it and relaxing. That is what's going to give us optimal growth and optimal movement and optimal mental state and all the rest of it. And then switching back the other way. Okay, and I'm rolling. So you can think of, the yin yang symbol, right? So you have the light and the dark. At the center of the light is the dark, and at the center of the darkness is the light. So you want to just roll in our fingers here. So we use that idea in our training. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we strength train. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, we stretch. I haven't been filming the Saturday stretching sessions because fuck it, my kids are off. I'm spending time with them as well. So I stretch as and when I feel like it on a Saturday. Okay. So I'm going to inhale, draw it, exhale, front, low. In and up, and down. In and up, down. In and up, and down. Lovely. To the sides. Turning the upper palm, thumb forward, palm up, pushing this hip in the opposite direction and trying to reach the floor here, but not bending forwards, only to the side. From here, twists. Remember, with all movements, we're looking at the geometry of the body, not the geometry of the room, okay? And then hands in the hips, particularly with stretching. You go, oh, I can move further if I move that foot. Yeah, but you're not stretching then, you're just moving further. Okay, and then back the other way. So stretching is a sensual process. It's how the joints move relative to each other, not relative to the room. Okay, feet together, knee circles. Quite large swelling on my knee today, I'm afraid. Way. But it's a lot less painful than yesterday. It's only moderate pain today. Okay, from here then, stand on one foot, toes down, toes back, foot back. Repeat 3 times, roll it one way, and roll it the other way. Switch into the other foot, toes down, toes back, foot back. Repeat 3 times, roll it one way, and roll it the other way. Okay, for our balance exercise today, we're just going to work through from this chambered knee up position. I'm just going to extend my leg out and back. I'm just doing that 3 or 4 times. You'll notice it's not going very high. Okay, I'm just bringing it out and back, out and back. Imagine you're holding on to something with your hands. Okay, and then if you can pick a point that's not moving and watch that, you should find it easier to balance there. Okay, just down and back. Back. Now I'm going to bring it back behind me, back, and then bring my knee up, bring my leg back, and up, and back, and up. From here now, oops, I'm going to keep my knee here, maybe stop looking around at things that are moving. I'm going to keep my knee here, and I'm going to lift my rear heel up, down, up, down, up, and down, and then switch legs, okay? Same deal on the other leg now. So knee comes up, out and back, out and back, out and back. From here, it's going to go back and up, back and up, back and up. And from here, then lifting the rear heel, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. If we move our heads and we start looking around the room, we lose balance. If we watch something that's moving, we lose balance. Some days my balance is shit, some days it isn't. I haven't figured out why that is. But what I do know is that if I consistently work on it, it definitely, what I considered shit one day, you know, it improves, right? So your perception of how good you are is changing depending on how good you are. So it's kind of hard to see back at how poor you were at some movements way back in the past. So you got to watch what we're kind of comparing ourselves to. Right. So we're going to grab a stick now. I just want to work on the shoulders a little bit. So we're grabbing a stick, and I put my stick in that place. Thank you, kind sir. All right. So I got broom handle, 4-foot stick. Okay. So first one, grip it nice and wide. Going over. Now I'm not going all the way over to here. I'm just going to here where I can feel the stretch from here along. Okay, and I'm just going to bob that there. So boom, 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 and bring it forward and back. So keep my arms nice and straight and just bobbing that here and back. Okay, so remember the goal here is to get that stretch along the front. Okay, now you know the way we did the cup drill and we did the upper body, we're going to kind of follow the same idea here. So my left hand is going to stay fixed. My right hand is going to go over and tuck my head under it. And it's going to go back down behind me. Now my right hand is going to stay fixed. My left hand is going to go over and around to the front. Okay? So now we'll follow that. So you're going, one hand is moving and the other is fixed at the hip. One is moving and the other is fixed at the hip. Okay? So what are we doing here? Shoulders and your back. That's what's being stretched here, being mobilized rather than stretched. Okay, change direction. Lovely. All right, next one. Palms facing up. Okay, starting off, you can start off reasonably wide, crossing over, and then crossing back, and then walk your hands a little bit closer together. Okay, so then you cross over and cross back. And walk your hands a little closer together, crossing over, so back, okay, and relax. From there then, I'm taking my hand, my stick in my right hand, putting the base of my thumb on my neck here, okay? I'm going to grab it with my left hand, and I'm going to walk my left hand as high up that stick as I can, Now my right hand is now going to pull 45 degrees this way, so not straight in front, this way here. What it'll do is it'll pull my wrist out and off my back there. You can't really see because my t-shirt's come loose, but my hand, my wrist is off my back. Looks like that. Okay, release that. In fact, take it all away for a second and then go back into it. Now walk your fingers up as high as you can get them. Might pull the stick up a little bit just to get my left hand as high as I can here. And then I'm going to pull 45 degrees this way. So stretch through the front of the shoulder there. Swap sides. Same deal. Stick goes down my back. Other hand reaches around. Just walking my fingers up as high as I can get them. Give a little pull, just get a little bit higher. And then 45 degrees. There we go. Relax your breathing there. Your breathing is putting tension in the body. Okay, relax. Shake it out for a sec. Back in again. Walking things up and pulling it out. Okay, so if this is really like ow, 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 you're going too far. Dial it back a bit. If your breathing is you're driving too far. So what you're doing, you're putting stress hormones in the body. We want to relax that. Okay, chill out there now. All right, losing the stick now for a second. So we'll just look at the back of the arm now. So this tricep stretch can be good, but I've noticed it's not really, unless I spend a load of time with people really showing them the hand position, we're not getting this tricep stretch the way that I want with the dowels. So I have to modify that a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my elbow across my body. Now remember, stretching to the geometry of my body, not to the geometry of the rim. So it's not, oh look, I can get it all the way over there. Yeah, but that's your back that's twisted. Standing square, bringing this over, okay? It's where it goes relative to my two shoulders that matters. So I pull my elbow across, okay? And then I'm just going to try and raise and pull. So you should feel a stretch through the back of your arm here. Okay? Now relax that. Now I'm going to let my head fall forward. I'm going to bring the same arm up behind my head. Okay? I'm going to grab the elbow and I'm going to pull the elbow and my head. So now I should be right into the triceps there. Okay? Stretch it down from my finger here, 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 from here down to my shoulder. That's what I'm stretching. Okay, relax. Let it flop. Other arm. Cross the body, but not this. This. Okay? Don't stretch to the geometry of the room. The room doesn't care. Okay? On the elbow, pull the elbow. Right into the triceps. Relax. Head forward, elbow behind the head, catch and pull. So I'm using my neck and my hand to really pull through here. Just need to check my timing. That's it, lovely, that's perfect, thank you. And relax. Okay, from there now, both hands out. This one twists, it sends a twist right the way through the body into this one. This one twists, it sends a twist right the way through the body. So I'm going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now really start to roll the shoulders. Really start to roll it. That's it. Lovely. All right, shake that out. Right. Just do elephant walks kind of quickly for Fit for Life, and then into play we'll move on. So we're going to just sink our upper body down with knees bent, hands on the floor, and walk them forward a little bit. Okay. Now from here, straighten the right leg and bend the left, straighten the left and bend the right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now walk in my hand one pace closer to my feet, and repeat. Straighten the right and bend the left. Straighten the left and bend the right. Walk the hands one pace in towards the feet and here now, I'm gonna flop my head down, grab my toes with the backs of my feet if I can, wherever I can grab, as long as I have some sort of grip here, so your knees are as bent as they need to be. Now get your head back between, like looking back, and do that. Straighten my right leg and bend my left, straighten my left and bend my right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Lovely. Want to get out of this position now. So lift my chin up, bring your arse down, chin up, chest up, stand up. Okay? That's going to reduce the likelihood of dizziness. If you're dizzy, sit the fuck down. Okay? We're all going to sit down anyway. But just a general rule for you, no matter what your activity is, if you are dizzy, sit down. Okay? Unless, you're going to get killed for sitting down. That's what we're going to do. Okay? All right, spreading the legs out.
Literally the waterway system.
Yeah, don't exactly. Yeah, there's somebody shooting a gun at you. Maybe that's not the best time to sit down.
No.
Yeah, middle of the motorway, in a lion's cage. Like little bit of logic. Little bit of logic, right? So I'm gonna swim forward. But if you're dizzy, get your arse to the ground. Why? Because if you pass out, you might hurt yourself in the fall. Okay. Also, you're less likely to pass out if you're sitting down than you are if you're standing up, simply due to blood pressure. Okay, swimming forwards. Oh, fit for life, that's a lot, sorry. Okay, so your right leg, middle, left leg, middle. Right leg, middle, left leg, middle. There. From there, I want to go down on my stretching the back of my right leg. So I'm going to pull my left leg in and out of the way. If I could put my left foot on my thigh, I would. I'm having the hope today, but we'll just go through it anyway. So the back of the knee goes down to the floor. You know this by now. Pull my toes up towards my nose. Toes up towards the nose, back of the knee to the floor. Walk the fingers down the leg as far as you possibly can, comfortably. Big inhalation through the nose, and on the exhale, chest to knee, toes to nose, find the edge of tension. And then relax until the edge of tension moves for you, and it will. You're relaxing, it will move. Over to my other leg now. Straighten out my left, pulling my right into the side, back of the knee to the ground. Walk your fingers as far down your leg as you comfortably can, grabbing onto your shin, your knee, your ankle, your foot, whatever you can grab. Big inhale, and on the exhale, chest to knee and toes to nose. The more you bring your toes to your nose, the more your calf will stretch. The more you bring your chest to your knee, the more your upper leg and your back and your butt will stretch. Lovely. From there now, I'm going to bend both knees just a little bit to the point that I can reach my feet. Okay, so bend your knees until you can reach your feet. So point your knees up rather than out to the side. Yeah. That's it. So your toes are pointing straight up. Okay, now as best you can, straighten out your right leg just a little bit, and then your left leg just a little. Then your right a little, left a little. Okay, now if you find your breath has to stop and start, you've gone a little bit far, so dial it back a bit. Go as far out as you can, okay, and then start to pull your chest down towards your knees there. Okay. So we did the individual calf and hamstring stretch. Now we're going to go both together, okay? So this is going to be a lot more, how can I put this? It's going to spread it over many more muscle groups. and it's going to kind of highlight where you are tight a little bit more. But you want to do them individually so you can get a deeper stretch, but you do them both together to kind of figure out where the tightness is. So I'm going to assume that lower back or your back was an issue there. So we're going to lay flat on our back now. My feet are flat on the floor as best I can get them. Okay, my left foot is not going to go flat on the floor now. That's just a swelling and pain issue rather than what we're looking for. Okay, arms out to the sides. Now I'm gonna bring my right knee up, and then I'm gonna bring it across to my left as far as I can, and then I'm gonna bring it back to my right as far as I can. Okay. Now going back to there, but this time extending the right leg and dropping the left leg out of the way. Now my right foot is going to go as far to my left as I can. Okay, and then it goes as far to my right as I can. All right. Now this time it's going to go as far to my left as I can, but it's going to go up like 45 degrees up towards my shoulders. Now I don't expect you to be able to get that. I expect you to try. Okay, so bring the leg up so it's more towards the shoulders, and down, and then the same to the right, as high up as I go, and back down. Okay, so both feet flat on the floor again, and then I'm going to lift up my left knee. I'm going to bring it across as far as I go, and then back out to my left as far as I go. Back up to the middle, straighten the leg, cross as far as I go. Back up to the middle, to the left side as far as I go. Back up to the middle. This time it's going to drop your right leg out of the way now. This time the left leg is going to go to the right 45 degrees if I can. And back to the middle, and then to the left 45 degrees if I can. And relax. Okay, feet flat again. No, not feet flat again. I'm lying to you. What's my obsession with feet? Oh, I know what it is. I'm trying to jump ahead. Slow down there, dude. Right, from here, my right knee, I'm going to grab it, pull it into my chest, and just bobbing it around there a little bit. So we're really working on the hips here, guys. We're really trying to get your hips flowing properly. If the hips are flowing properly, then the kettlebells will swing really nicely, and we'll use the right muscles. Their posture get better and blah, blah, blah. Okay, from here, I'm going to draw 3 circles one way, and then 3 circles the other way. And then back to hugging the knee, pulling it into the chest. Okay, now I'm going to pull my right knee over to the left, keeping the hip down this time. So last time we were letting the hip come up. This time we're keeping the hip down. And find where the tension is. Oh, excuse me, find the edge of that tension. Oh. Relax so much, Leslie. Now relax on the edge of tension. All right. And then step towards the tension a little bit. Imagine it's like fog. And it should just start to clear for you. If it's not clearing, back up a bit. You've gone too far. And one more. Fabulous. All right, just pull that knee up to your chest and pop it a few times. Bobbing it forward and back kind of gently. All right, switching over to your left. Okay, pulling the knee up towards the chest. Bobbing there forward and back a little. All right, from here, circles. And then change direction. Okay, bobbing it into my chest again. All right, from here now, I'm going to pull my left knee as far over to my right as I can, keeping my left hip down until I feel tension. When I feel tension, I'm gonna go back and forth. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. As small movements as I can, so I can find where the edge of that tension is. And once we find the edge of that tension, we're just going to chill out there and relax. Okay, if the tension clears, go a little bit further. If it doesn't clear, pull back and then very gently go in again until you find the edge. As that tension clears, you're going to kind of follow it in. Relax there and just pull that knee up to the chest. Just bobbing it there a few times. Okay, now feet flat on the floor. Get there in the end. Okay, now just flopping your knees left side and right side. Flop being the operative word here. Don't drive, right? Just flop. Okay, raise your shoulders up a little so you're up onto your elbows. Repeat the same deal. You notice like you don't have to touch the floor, you just want to flop onto the side. Okay, come up onto your hands. So what we're doing is we're kind of just increasing the pressure on the hips as we're moving along. And start to walk forwards so that your weight is coming more and more forwards. And relax. There's a couple of stretches that I'm physically not able to do at the moment. So I've been avoiding them. We're going to get you guys back on them. What I have to do is go back through the YouTube videos to before my injury and pull out the stretches that we want from there. But I'll send them privately in the WhatsApp group. That's it for today. I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely day. What else? I don't know. That's it. See you later.